Hello, 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 rebels. You'll have seen from my message, this is a plan B today. I was up actually in London this morning and had every intention of finding a suitable location to do a Facebook Live, and it just didn't go to plan. So as they said, always have a plan B up your sleeve, and this is the plan B. It's not a Facebook Live, it's something I had recorded previously because I knew that I was heading out to work shortly later this afternoon and evening as well. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about keeping connected and being visible and shining your light brightly, and you know what you're keeping connected with and who you are keeping connected with, whether it's keeping connected in the sort of corporate world or starting to sort of network in your new reality, a new world of whether that's being self-employed, retraining, or maybe going into a new career or a different world of work. So it may have felt, and it may feel, that when you're in your corporate world you are sort of thrust into the limelight. I certainly found that numerous times, and I have to say it never felt 100% comfortable. But when you're looking to leave corporate world and sort of plan something very different, then you have to keep doing that, but in a different way and a different guise. So guys, sorry to say, it just doesn't go away. What you're wanting to do is to see, for other people to see you in maybe something that motivates you, something you're passionate about, maybe a sort of a new profession and career, where, if you like, shining your light and being connected and being visible comes more naturally than being in corporate world. Because it may have felt that in corporate world, or it may still to this day, that you feel that you're putting on, again, as we talked before, a bit like that sort of that mask, that veneer that sort of comes down. So something for me is, how connected are you at the moment? And if you're planning something different after corporate, whether it's what I call building a side hustle, so continuing that corporate world but building something up, if you like, behind the scenes, how do others get to know about you? And with that, really, the power of Facebook comes to mind, that it could be, if you've got that side hustle, starting to think about having a business page, running a free challenge. But as you start to have that side hustle, making sure that you don't go hiding your natural talents, your natural strengths and natural passion, so get out there for the world to see. It could be as well as by sort of making a slight shift on your LinkedIn page. And when I say that, I don't mean almost declaring that you're something different, which could potentially become a conflict of interest for where you currently are in corporate world, but it might be sort of becoming involved in other sort of interest groups, sort of different communities and specialist groups. It could actually be to start kind of volunteering or doing charity work that you can sort of evidence on your LinkedIn profile as well. And you can be part of local meetups in your area if you are pursuing that side hustle and you've got a new career focus. So there's plenty of networking groups to choose from out there to meet sort of people who've set up their own business, new entrepreneurs, people who are retraining, they've got the intention of becoming self-employed. So think about, where do you go and find them? So you've got that new, quite exciting, ulterior and alternative, networking group. So think about how you make take an active interest in a really exciting, changing world for you. And before I forget, one of the groups I would really recommend, which is very much us, is something called Girl Tribe Gang, which has built up quite recently in the last year or so, but it's a national group, and it very much is for women who are in the corporate 9 to 5, but are looking to get out, maybe have a business idea, not quite sure what they want to do yet, or others that have got a bit of a side hustle, as I mentioned earlier, going on, and they want to do something a little bit different. So check that out. So this is really about being visible, keeping connected, and looking at ways you can sort of step into your new reality. And in that way, it will bring you a lot closer to your passion, your motivation, and how you really want to support others and what you want to do in the future. And it can very much be a parallel process in your corporate world at the moment. and very motivating, and it kind of will know that you're making a step towards the future. So I wanted to leave you with that today. Apologies that I couldn't be live. It didn't quite go to plan, but it did have a plan B up my sleeve. Tomorrow, tune in at tea time, really. It's going to be about 5:30, where I'm going to be talking about sort of that sort of belief, am I good enough? And you are more than enough. And that links to sort of confidence, self-esteem, and what we can do to make sure that we do continue to affirm to ourselves that we are good enough, that we're moving towards exciting changes and new things. So tune in tomorrow, 5:30, where I'm going to be talking about that just before the weekend. So have a great rest of the day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.